Let me ask one quick question about the unemployment. There seemed to be a little bit of progress in reducing that number, but then there's another blip back up. What's your take on that, and what's your long-term forecast, short-term forecast?
That the general direction is positive, and there's going to continue to be not so much ups and downs. I think it's going to be gradually up. I think the down mainly came from that census taker thing. But I think it will happen more slowly than we would wish for, but that it'll happen. We made a major choice, we being Democrats here. Were we going to act to try to stop the burning or let it burn out? We decided we were going to try to stop the burning, and we think we did. We think it's bottomed out, and it would have gone a lot deeper had we not acted. So my belief is that manufacturing, by the way, is even starting to come back a little bit, and I don't know the exact numbers, but I think it was something like 150,000 jobs, I believe, since March, even in the manufacturing sector, about 10% or 15% in Michigan. I see it, even an auto industry that's beginning to come back, which 2/3 of which would have been in real trouble had we not acted. So, but to answer your question, I'm optimistic that we're moving in the right direction. I'm disappointed that it's not moving more quickly, but we're not going to stop. And one of the big tests in September will be, can we get a small business bill passed, which is a jobs bill, Lord knows, which will help give credit to the small businesses which have not been able to get credit from banks for reasons I could go into if I had time, but nonetheless have not been able to get credit. So a big part of that bill is to provide a support for collateral, it's called. The value of collateral has gone down. The business's collateral has gone down, just the way the value of most Americans' homes have gone down. Not every home, but most homes have gone down in value because of the recession. The same thing has happened with businesses. Inventory and equipment and machinery and the buildings, the value's gone down during a recession. So a bank that has a good customer that they've given credit to for payroll or whatever, where a customer even has never missed a payment, can't continue to provide that credit because it's based on collateral, that credit. And the value of that collateral has gone down, and the formulas that the regulators insist on are X times the amount of your collateral value, and so the bank says, I can't do it. The regulators will come down hard on me if I do this because your collateral value's gone down. Well, we got a part of this bill is going to support collateral. It's going to make a huge difference to small business. We got support of the whole business community, Chamber of Commerce, NFIB. The community bankers are all very much for what we're trying to do. We were filibustered. Couldn't get one Republican vote for a small business bill, a jobs bill. So, despite that kind of frustration, we have a Recovery Act in place, which has created some jobs, not as many yet as we want, avoided the loss of a couple million jobs, as I mentioned, which is pretty well documented. These are teachers, cops, firefighters, construction workers that clearly are on the job that wouldn't have been on the job without the recovery package. So I think that, and the recovery money is going to continue to be spent. Only about half of it has been spent so far. So I'm optimistic that we're going to continue to creep forward, move forward at a slower pace than I would like, but at least in the right direction.